Hi guys, channel update today. As most of you know, my channel has been about van life. There hasn't been a lot of activity in the last year or so until the last week or two. I'm currently looking for a new van. I expect that to take a couple of months before I do buy a new one. So in the meantime, I'm going to be doing a fair bit of walking, and shortly I hope to be doing some wild camping, bushcrafts and some activities like that. I'm a beginner at the bushcraft, I won't be teaching anybody anything. Wild camping, equivalent to stealth camping. When I get a van I can go out, go further afield, park up the van, go for a nice looped walk overnight, camp somewhere, wild camp somewhere, as well as do some stealth camps. So that's generally where I aim to go. Haven't come far today, I'm in Dover. Gonna make a brew with my little triangle. I'm using the Vango gel again and my MSR Titan. Got quite a lot of stuff in this that I don't need. Remove that. Don't need the windshield today, just made out of tin foil tray. It's quite effective, it's not windy here, just in a small wooded area. I find this Vango gel quite hard to light by ferro rod, so I've brought a lighter. That's got it. Today obviously, so okay, it's a bit wobbly, but it's currently 2 degrees, so I shall time to see how long that takes to boil 1 cup of water. That's the packet, that's the small packet of bioethanol gel fuel by Vango. To do a larger packet, I now buy it in the larger 1 litre packets and then dispense it into these smaller tubs. I've just brought this part one today. You can actually leave it in the pot itself. It's fine. I tend to find if there's a little left at the end of cooking, it goes hard. It did in the last video anyway. So that's what I'm using. I don't have a method burner yet, but maybe in the future, because it'll work with my little triangle, that'll be ideal. Tell I'm down in Dover. That noise is the noise of foghorns of ships out at sea. You can probably hear a lot more. This camera's probably picking up a lot more than my voice. You can probably hear vehicles in nearby roads. You can probably hear birds singing. It's a little town paradise, this place. It's going to be a super strong coffee. Instant coffee's not my favourite, but I use this Percol one. That's about the best of a bad lot, to be honest. I will experiment using a little Bialetti in the future. Might even get a different version than a Bialetti. cheaper versions. They're a lot cheaper metal, a lot lighter, and they might be more useful for bringing out campwood. So, channel direction to expect over the next few months: some walking videos, some meals that I prepare on my walks, some general chats about life in general, chatting about getting a new van and what I'm looking for. I'm still so undecided on that. Thanks for all the feedback I've had. I've had some good feedback on the videos I've done on that, and that's really useful. Sometimes it's easy to get caught in a little trap of compromise and not going for really what you want. I often, if I see a van for sale locally, I think, oh, that would be good, rather than travel a bit further and get exactly what I want. When I do get a van, I want to put windows in it, or I want to find one with some windows in already. My Caddy had a tailgate with a large window in it, never had a side window. I would definitely like a window in the sliding door. I definitely want windows in the rear doors or rear tailgate, whatever it has. There's some real... I just watched today, actually, this morning I watched The Ramblings of Bry, Ramblings and Art of Bry, and he talks about stealth and why. He's got a point there, but I can get away with a lot more on a lot regular basis than perhaps he would do in his motorhome, especially in towns and things like that. But he's got a point when you play your music, do your thing, enjoy your space. So having some windows, I don't want it all windowed. Some vehicles you could get like a large MPV which would have windows all round, but then it would be very hard to insulate it, and a lot less privacy, and by having windows you don't get the storage space. I like to have storage nets and little devices on walls for storing this, that and the other. With windows all round, unless you block some up, which is pointless, you lose out on all those things. I've got some long walks planned for the spring. I want to do some wild camping, and I want to do a winter wild camp. I'm waiting for my snug pack sleeping bag to be sent down from a friend. I left it at his house last year, so he's going to post that to me. I've got a sleeping bag liner, and I've got plenty of other warm clothes, so I've got a small tarp, I've got a bivvy bag. I don't own a tent, so I'm going to bivvy bag and tarp it and see what I can do there. So that sort of video is going to come up soon. And yeah, generally that's about it. It's not quite at a rolling boil yet, and I will wait till it gets to a rolling boil as I am timing this. I will put the time on the screen because I've forgotten already on my watch where I was. The video recorder will tell me exactly what it took. And bearing in mind it's 2 degrees, I'm using Vango gel, triangle and MSR Titan pot, and I only poured enough for 1 mug of coffee, so it's not boiling the whole litre. And we look like we're almost there now. In fact, we are there, so the time will come up on the screen now. In fact, there's actually enough for another half a cup to a cup there. I should have used the cup as a measurement device. Normally when I come out I bring a flask of coffee, but today I just wanted to have a little play with some of these gadgets that I don't use it often enough. So let that cool down. Hopefully it won't solidify this time. Again, I can make a note of that on the screen if it does. I want to be able to reuse that. I want to be able to put the flame out with the lid like I've just done, and next time I want to use it I just want to light that gel again and get going. I have got a fair bit of camping gear. Although I don't own a tent, I've got friends that do. As I said, I have a bivvy bag, army issue bivvy bag. I have a really decent sleeping bag. I have, well, a couple of sleeping bags. I have sleeping bag liners, silk sleeping bag liners, and lots of decent clothing and lightweight gear. Anyway guys, I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'm going to head home. Thanks for watching. If you do like these videos, please subscribe and please hit that like button if you like this type of content. Thanks very much. Cheers.